For some reason, you know, I don't really get it, but I appreciate it. Everybody always wants to see pictures of me with hair. And this is always what happens. People then find pictures of me with hair and they say, Miller, you look better without hair. But that's only because you're used to me without hair. The people that know me with hair for a longer period are always like, Simon, you're still crazy that you haven't got any hair. Anyway, I just thought I would create a central video where we can all go and chill out and relax and play Nintendo. And I've got a bunch of pictures that are personal. Don't think they're out there on the internet. I mean, some are, but some aren't. And I can show you the 10 most ridiculous pictures of me with hair. It's nice and simple. We're going to rack through it. If there's a story behind the picture, I'll talk to you about it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, leave a comment below, patreon.com/Simon316, simonmiller.bigtitle.com. All the info's in the description. Let's get pumped up. Let's do it. So number 10, I'm going to keep looking down at my phone because that's where I've got the pictures so I can describe it. This is me looking a bit like a porn star, which isn't the best look given that everybody likes to call me Johnny Sins. Hilarious. Remember, you're not the first person to do it. But again, there is a story behind this. It was a fancy dress party with the company that I used to work for around about 10 years ago or so, if not a little bit less, a little bit more. I can't think right now. A little bit. It was around 10 years ago. And I went as a Beastie Boy. It's not the greatest Beastie Boy costume I've ever seen in the world. Obviously, from the video they did. I grew a handlebar moustache because, you know, they had a handlebar moustache in that. I got my aviators on. And there, I mean, we should focus on the hair. I mean, there it looks like I got Lego Man hair. It really, really does. It's just like the style, isn't it? What do you do to your hair? I just put product in it. But there it is. There it is in my messy, messy house. PSP on the table, though. What a cool kid. We go right back to my school days here, but I thought it was worth it because what is that? What is that on my head? I mean, I got a weird jumper on with some stripes, giving those two guys a hug, got awkward hand in the pocket. And yeah, I mean, I literally have a haircut. It looks like I got a sheet of paper, colored it in brown, and then put a bunch of gel and just went, and pushed my head. I mean, I would have been around about 14 years old then. Look at me. What an absolute arsehole. It looks like I should be pushed into the wall. And it doesn't, I'm only kidding around. But there you go. So now I've shown you a picture from 10 years ago. And now I'm showing you a picture where I'm basically going through puberty. Moving on. Again, this is the same company that I worked for in number 1. Not the best picture. It's not really focused on me. But you can kind of see this is where I grew my hair. Don't worry. We got more long hair pictures. And I mean, I like this picture because why the hell are all three of us wearing black and white striped jumpers? That was not planned. That was just something that happened that day. So that's just strange. But you can kind of see how I had... what even kind of hairstyle is that? That hairstyle is grow your hair and then never do anything to it because I didn't know what I was doing. I grew my hair, if you don't know, because I hurt my shoulder again. I know, lolo, idiot. Back in 2008, that's when this is from. And I wanted something to distract myself. And I was like, well, the easiest thing to do is to grow your hair because it requires zero effort, but at least it can be something for you to focus on. And yeah, I basically... well, I just got like some straw on my head. Number 7 is me playing in my band, Cheap Plug, MG and the Juggernaut. Again, this is around about 2012. Look how happy I am, taking care of my ears, which is important if you are in a band. And again, I've got that classic like pineapple haircut. Just like put a bit of product on the front, push it up, and let the rest do their thing. And this is the picture that most people see and go, Simon, you look really weird, or you look like your brother, or you look like somebody else. Also, for the musicians of you out there, yes, I am playing a Truckster, which is James Hetfield's guitar. Not like literally, but his, like, you know, a brand of guitar that he's got. I really like Metallica. Number 6, for the wrestling fans, that is me with Ken Kennedy. That was taken in 2007. What's more important is, what is my hair there? My hair there seems to be, I'll have a side parting at the front, lovely spot on my head too, and at the back, I'll kind of flail out the sides. I mean, it looks like I got a mullet. There's no two ways about it. What was actually happening there is I had grown my hair once already. I went to the hairdresser to get it to sort out, and the asshole hairdresser cut it even though I didn't ask him to, and I was so determined to grow it back, I grew it back. Got my, like, fluffy beard as well. I think I could convince people that wasn't me. Genuinely. Number 5 is a very embarrassing shot. It's basically when I've been working out for a couple of years. I'm about 17, 18 years old there. I'm in a hotel room in Sheffield because me and my good friend Luke had just gone to a SmackDown show, I believe. Maybe it was a pay-per-view and he used to do like Insurrection and Rebellion and they were always crap. But yeah, I mean, Luke, if you don't know, was the guy that got me into lifting weights. He's like an encyclopedia about nutrition. And that's for the first time he said, oh, I think you've developed a little bit of size. We should take a picture. Also, again, we need to focus on the hair. Clearly, scarecrows were a big inspiration to me when I was a kid. Also, I do have blonde highlights in, because what had happened is when my mum had realised I wanted to grow my hair, which was another attempt here, she was like, I'm going to put blonde highlights in it. And I was like, okay, and she just did it. And you don't say no to your mum. They're your mum. But yeah, I mean, that's just a bad picture around. Not proud of that picture. In fact, looking at it now, it makes me feel quite squirmish in my stomach. Number 4 is the one that has done the rounds a couple of times on the internet. I mean, there I am. There is my front shot of my hair at probably its longest. Again, not a lot of work gone into that. Not a lot of time and effort gone into that awful beard either. Guitar Hero in the background, which gives you an idea of when this was taking place. I know what you're already saying in the comments. You look like Chad Kroeger from Nickelback. I mean, no, I don't. I just happen to have a similar... Also, doesn't he have like really curly hair? He does. And again, if I wanted to grow my hair, because Triple H had long hair, and that was kind of the style I was going for. Weird centre parting going on. It's just a strange... I look like a lion. I think that's fair. Don't know what I'm so mad about. I remember taking that picture as well. I didn't want to take it. And yet here I am years later still talking about it. So you just never know. Number 3, it looks far more artsy than I ever meant it to look. This was at my cousin's wedding, Adam. So, you know, shout out to Adam. I mean, again, this was when I'd gone from super long hair, because I realized I was losing my hair, to shorter hair like that. And there'll be another phase when I had the shorter hair, and then I just shaved it off one day because I realized what was I doing. But I thought this gives you a nice profile shot of a point where I had hair. You can also see my massive nose. Once again, a dodgy beard. Dodgy beard is kind of like my go-to staple, because one day I'll shave off my beard again and you go, Simon, you look about 8 years old. So if I ever want to look like a kid, I can. So that's always good to know. There's not much else to say about it. Number 2, again, for the wrestling fans, I know that a lot of people like this stuff. This is when I met Kurt Angle. It was when he was doing promotion for the TNA Impact game, I believe. So we're talking like, what, 2008 again? Once more, I know it can't be, I don't know when the hell it was. The point is, look at that haircut. I mean, I'm just staring at it now. I'll try and zoom in if I can. I don't know how this is going to work when I sit down to edit it. I mean, Kurt Angle, obviously, he'd already shaved his head, so he didn't know what was coming, and neither did I. And I don't know what I used to do with my hair. I mean, it looked like I've never slept, which is nothing different because I don't. But I just looked like all I ever did with my hair was wake up, put some kind of gel in it, and just shake my head around and see. Well, maybe I knew deep down. Maybe, you know, I never really had a hairstyle I was happy with. So maybe it was just my destiny. Which probably ties into number 1. This is Luke. He'll hate the fact this picture got there. He looks nothing like that anymore. It's a terrible picture. It's not representative of him at all. But we both grew our hair together because we're that sad. But we grew our hair together. I think this one represents when it looked the worst. It's when I decided I'd try to straighten it to see if that would help, because I had unwieldy hair to say the least. And now this exists. And this isn't even a picture I like showing others, and yet I'm showing it here to you. So I hope you appreciate it. And I also hope you enjoy this little journey. People always ask me about my different hairstyles, or they just call me a bald asshole. And now we have a little HQ. We have a little center point for everyone to come to. So like the video, share the video. Please do subscribe. We'll do more of these crazy, bizarre vlogs that we seem to do. And just have good days and enjoy yourself. And remember, if you do lose your hair, we've even done a vlog about that. It's okay. You get used to it eventually.